Good evening, all of you. Good day to all around the world, and to all around the world, yes. And thank you so much, Prasanna, for inviting me here for a solo recital. I'm always so happy to be with the Fertile Brains. And hello to all audience who are listening to me, watching me. And today is a very special day. It's Earth Day. It's Earth Day. And having a background in science, it really helps me and enthuses me and encourages me to write poetry which promotes conservation and climate change. And as you all of you know, that I promote a lot of different types of poetry, and I promote a lot of conservation and promote poetry which brings awareness about conservation and climate change. So I'll be very happy to read some of my poems which are talking about climate change, talking about conservation. And of course, you'll be reading in the bio, that I have 11 books, and this is my 11th book, and a very special book, Mother Daughter Dialogue, because it is the first book, poetry collection with my daughter. So, and we have talked about the similar kind of emotions in the poems. We have mother and daughter duo, we have written poems with the similar emotions of two generations. So it's a very unique kind of book, and I'm very happy with it. And I'm getting very good feedback. In fact, Prasanna, you were telling me a few minutes ago that how you liked the book. So, but today I will specially start with some conservation poems first, and then to different kinds of poems of mine. So the first poem, which is Help Mother Earth. Help Mother Earth. This is a very well-loved poem of mine. And last year in the World Environment Day, June 5th, many children all around India, they recited this poem of mine, and I'm so happy that they did. And so this has a very special meaning to me. This poem, Help Mother Earth. Help Mother Earth save our blue planet. A few days back, the tree so bare had been. Now it has dressed up in a cloak of green. Let us all help in conservation of nature. Protecting natural resources should be a compulsory venture. Let not the taps and rivers go dry. Water is crucial for our survival. So, to save it, try. Let the tree cover grow and grow. Plant trees and plant trees. Let your love for the earth show. Help Mother Earth save our blue planet. Help, help the endangered animals, please. With the climate changing, They are suffering to a great degree. Let the leopards, gorillas, and rhinos thrive. Keep them safe, give them a happy life. Let the majestic tigers survive. Let the sea turtles continue to swim and dive. Please give the armored pangolin a chance. Keep alive the beauty of the jungle. Let the birds sing and the monkeys dance. Give our blue, beautiful planet another chance. Yes, we are all pleading, we poets, we writers, all of us are pleading that give our beautiful blue planet another chance. Saving our beautiful planet is in our hands. So, yes, like I said, that it is Earth Day. Earth Day was started in 1970, and we have to be aware of the 3 R's. Like when we are talking about conservation, when we are talking about climate change, so we need to be aware of the 3 R's, that is reduce, recycle, and reuse. So then I move on to my second poem. Listen to the music of the earth. Can you hear the rustle of the leaves? The wind making them shake and shiver? The trees sway and swish, filling the earth with oxygen and good wish. Can you hear the wildlife in the dense forests? Can you hear the birds twittering on the trees? Different animals, each with their unique style, keeping the balance of the ecosystem and making life on the earth worthwhile. Can you hear the gurgle of the streams and the rivers, meandering its way all around, providing life giving water to all animals and trees, depending on them, whether short or small? Listen to the music of flora and fauna. Listen to the music of the blue planet. Restore and preserve all resources of Mother Earth. She is bountiful and will give you back. There will be no dearth. Yes, if we restore and preserve all resources, our Mother Earth is bountiful. She will give us back. There will be no dearth. Yes, with my second poem. Then, birds, trees, and every animal, rivers, oceans, seas, everything is a part of the ecosystem. So, birds are very dear to me. Of course, all of you love birds. One day, I was just having a walk in my complex. There are many trees, and suddenly I heard a little tiny twittering in my ears, and I saw a baby bulbul, on the ground, and I tried to rescue it. And the poem is called Rescue. The poem is called Rescue. And that's a very lovely memory of mine where I helped save the little bird. Going through the trees and bushes, suddenly I sense a commotion of bulbuls fluttering all around, chirping away. Was something wrong? Their chirping, their flutter was not normal. I felt disturbed. My evening walk was hindered. Darkness was gradually coming down like a sheet. Next round of my walk, and again at the same shrub. Then I noticed the fledgling on the ground. The bulbul fledgling, its tiny wings have just formed. Picked it up with care and put it up on a branch. The cats are on the prowl. They can eat it up. On a branch, the fledgling tried to fly and again toppled and fell on the ground. I picked it up again and put it up on a branch. Then night fell and I checked on it and went home. About 3 days from then, little bulbul came to my sixth floor. It started singing a beautiful song. I think it was the same bulbul I rescued. Please don't prove me wrong. Yes, a poet dreams that the bulbul she had saved had come back to sing for her. And We poets think that way, I think. And then after this, I feel that a tree which is a tree is revered, the neem tree. You know why? Because all its parts are medicinal, whether it's fruits, whether it's stem, whether it's flowers, everything is medicinal, especially the leaves. The leaves are very, 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 very useful and used for many different kinds of medicine. So neem tree has a very special place amongst all trees. But this poem is again of a different emotion where I talk about a neem tree and my mother, who is no more. So I will talk about the neem tree. The neem tree, the thick and strong trunk, tall, tall, almost reaching the sky, serrated leaves filling the branches, the leaves fluttering in the breeze. I just don't remember when Ma planted the neem seed. Many, many years ago, yet it seems like yesterday. Ma filled up the chaubacha with mud. Chaubacha is in Bengal, a water filled tank sort of thing, a cement tank sort of a thing, with mud. She planted varieties of seeds there. I used to come back from school and run to the Koltola. Koltola is again a open bathing space, like where water is stored, like. So when new saplings were pushing their heads up, just beside her kitchen where she lovingly looked after the plants. An age when I thought all are immortal. An age when I didn't feel that documentation of happenings is important. The neem plant grew and grew. In nature's rhythm, it grew. I too grew up and had lost track of the neem plant. Ma went on caring for her plants. I, in a different city, went down home to meet my parents. Didn't have time to enjoy the sun on our terrace, nor did my schedule permit me to look at the plants. When the neem plant turned into a tree, I did not notice. The branches spread with coats of glittering leaves. Ma became sick. The other plants died, but not the neem tree. The neem tree, like Ma's four human branches, had learned to survive on its own. The huge neem tree, with its sturdy trunk, still stands tall, tall, touching the sky. My mother no more now. But the neem tree still standing tall, providing shade and healthy leaves to others, just like my mother used to do. And again, a lot of felling of trees happens, whether it's for the work of underground railway or the work for construction. Continuously, trees are felled, trees are cut down. And I think that causes a lot of harm, a lot of destruction to the ecosystem. So here I write about a tree, and the title of the poem is A Tree Speaks. A tree speaks. They try to uproot me with their axes again and again. But my gardener keeps me guarded, keeps me grounded. The woodcutters try in vain. The harsh wind shakes me to the core, but my roots keep me fixed. I'm not scared of their roar. The lashing rain beat me with force. I still stand strong, not forgetting my course. Age catches on me, tries to make me weak, but I spread out my branches, happiness to seek. The soil beneath me washes off at times. My roots grow deeper to catch hold of new soil, which rhymes. Some other trees try to keep away the sun. I shoot my branches higher to win the run. A green, green tree am I, looking up, standing tall and high. So, a ode to a tree which tries its best to live and be strong and grow and grow. And we should all help to protect trees and let them grow. Let the ecosystem be happy with a lot of trees. Now I uh, move on to some fauna, that is animals. Now we have a feeling that snakes are very harmful. Snakes are very harmful. Now I published a book called Girls to Hisses and Their Homes along with Katie Bagley, and here we try to promote awareness about climate change and conservation to the middle school children. Of course, adults will also learn a lot from this book, Girls to Hisses and Their Homes. So I've selected this poem of mine about snakes called Venomous But Not Evil. Venomous but not evil. And yes, so I will read this poem, Venomous but not evil. I am a hissing, long, slithery snake. I may be venomous, but nothing to be scared of. I have a hard and unblinking stare, I know. What to do? I have no eyelids, so the scary show. I flick out my bifurcated tongue now and then, not to harm you, but to smell a scent. This helps in locating and catching my prey. Having my stomach full, I have a happy day. When a snake charmer plays a flute, I sway and sway like a new grown shoot. You think you're watching the dance of a snake. Oh, but I can't hear the flute. It is all fake. You all are scared of me, it seems. Only a few of us are venomous. You all are scared of me, it seems. Only a few of us are venomous. I don't mean any harm, so let me see the light of day. Live and let live is the motto, if you may. So we should not harm snakes, we should protect snakes, although they look vicious, they look poison, they look evil, but they are not evil at all. So we should protect snakes. Now I move on to another sort of plants. You must have heard about insectivorous plants. They are also called carnivorous plants. They feed on insects because there's a lack of nitrogen in them. And this again is from my book, this book I mentioned just now. So, and this is called insectivorous, yeah. So, insectivorous plants. And again, a 2020 assessment has shown that 1/4 of the insectivorous plants of the world will become extinct in a few years. So that is very dangerous. So we need to protect insectivorous plants as well. So my poem, Insectivorous Plants. Like we humans need nourishment, so do plants. But what if the soil cannot meet their demands? The acidic bogs lack nitrogen, a vital element. But carnivorous plants, these problems can circumvent. These carnivorous plants have strategies to prey. With their clever contraptions, they hunt on insects all day. The pitcher plants have pitchers for their problem to solve, digested juices secreted within for insects to dissolve. Inaccurate depictions of such plants have been made in movies and stories, but don't let yourself be led astray. The butterworts and the sundews have fly paper traps with glue on their surface, so insects beware, don't take a nap. Research states that these plant secretions have antifungal properties used in medicines. The Venus flytrap and the water wheel, these are again different, I'm naming different kinds of insectivorous plants. The Venus flytrap and the water wheel leaves work like a mouse trap. Upon feeling the insect's touch, they snap shut. The bladderworts have tiny openings to catch. The arthropods are trapped when the upper hairs they touch. Charles Darwin in 1875 wrote about these plants that on insects thrive. His book, Insectivorous Plants, well acclaimed, has shed much light. Such wonderful plants in nature are found. Read about them and make your knowledge sound. If we conserve them and make others aware, they will not be extinct. All they need is some care. So I talked about insectivorous plants, which are very unique plants feeding on insects. And I've told you about so many types of strategies or so many type of contraptions that they have to trap the insects. And then they take the juices from the insects for their lack of nitrogen in them. So they get nitrogen from these insects. So that's a way of survival for these insectivorous or carnivorous plants. So I think conservation at all phases is needed, like whether it's trees, whether it's the flowering plants or the non-flowering plants or insectivorous plants, or whether it's the huge lion or the leopards or the tigers, and again, even the tiny insects. Like if bees get extinct, human life will be extinct too. So the tiny bee has to be conserved as well, protected as well. So conservation is absolute a must. And in this Earth Day, we should remember that conservation is so very important. Now, again, evergreen trees. Evergreen trees is when the trees have green leaves all the year round. And I will read a poem about green in all seasons. Evergreen trees are a very important component of the world ecosystem. Without them, there will be drastic global warming. We all know that without trees, there will be drastic global warming. As it is, you see, the summer temperature is so high. Why? Because of global warming. Because the earth is becoming so warm. Like it wasn't like in some states, it was never 40 or 41 degree centigrade. We just had a heat wave in Mumbai 2 3 days ago. It was 41 degrees, and now in Kolkata it is 41 degrees. Never had we in our childhood seen such high temperatures. It is because of global warming. So I'll read this. Imagine a world without trees, not at all green. I simply dread to think of such a scene. Remember the huge 2019 Amazon forest fire? We don't want to repeat. Absolutely no desire. The evergreen trees make up the tropical and temperate forests. Protect them and let them not be burnt and thrown to waste. The trees are lush green all the year through. In fruits and other useful products, they abound. They are nature's best friend and nature's rule. Their green cover is essential for the earth to be cool. I'll just read these two lines once more. They are nature's best friend and nature's rule. Their green cover is essential for the earth to be cool. The firs, cedars, pine, and others remain green and strong in harsh or fair weather. The eucalyptus, with their gum and wood, make sturdy windbreakers as trees should. So, trees are very good windbreakers. The citrus trees with fruits, a strong source of vitamin C, with lemony fragrance, aromatic as can be. For friendship's sake, we reach out with an olive branch. The sweetest sour olives are a joy to munch. The spruce wood is good for pianos and violins. Music from such instruments bring peace and stop violence. Evergreen trees with utility which has no end. They are our lifeline, our very dear friends. Yes, evergreen trees with utility which has no end. They are our lifeline, our very dear friend. So I think I have 5 or 6 minutes left, and I feel that I've talked enough about uh, global warming or conservation enough, and I would like to uh, read some of my very loved poems. And I'll read a very different kind, not talking about the day, of course, not talking about conservation. This is a very different feeling where it talks about how you can develop yourself by loving yourself. It's from my book, The Maverick's Journey. This was my third book, and yeah, written quite a few years back. And I just love this poem. So do many friends of mine. Suddenly, suddenly, I'm feeling I'm flying. Suddenly, I'm feeling I'm free. Suddenly, I feel I've fallen in love for the first time. Suddenly, I can't recognize the new me. The blue skies are brighter. Excuse me. The blue skies are brighter. All work is lighter. Some hidden spark has ignited. Some unidentified thoughts have been sighted. Suddenly the colors have changed. All trees are looking green as if it had just rained. Suddenly the meanings have changed. All bad thoughts have drained. Am I on cloud nine? Am I sick or am I fine? Somewhere I'm finding me. Somehow I'm discovering the new me. Suddenly I feel I've fallen in love for the first time. Suddenly I've fallen in love with me. So this poem is a very um, loved poem of mine, and I would like to read another poem from Maverick's Journey, The Chest of Drawers. Again, where I remember the chest of drawers, where I remember my childhood, where I remember my parents. The chest of drawers, rummaging in the chest of drawers, old photographs, old tidbits, forgotten diaries, forgotten books, faded papers from every nook, rummaging in the chest of drawers, old envelopes, old ink pots, forgotten days, forgotten memories, faded paintings, pale sceneries, rummaging in the chest of drawers, the lusterless Burma teak, the worn out wooden form, filled with childhood memories, secure and warm. Rummaging in the chest of drawers, my childhood came alive, my playful days which went by so soon, before fully realizing the beauty of dawn came the noon. So I think I should stop with this beautiful poem. Yes, I really find it very beautiful in the sense I go back to my childhood when I read this poem. All of you must be having certain memories of childhood which are so sweet, which are so endearing, and so such lovely memories coming up in your mind. So it was a wonderful evening with the fertile brains. Once more, I thank Prasanna and Rupali Di and the lovely team of the Fertile Brains. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.